Hey everyone, welcome back to Comic Book Corner, and it's me, Spider Slayer, getting ready to do another comic book review. That is right, guys, and I've been waiting for this one a long, long time, so let's get right to it now, shall we? That is right, Kick-Ass 2, issue 7. It's finally out. Awesome cover here with the red mist, or if you want to call them, the other word, which is motherfucker, um, versus Kick-Ass, and you see Hit Girl jumping in there, um, and the whole war with Justice Forever and the Toxic Cunts, which is their group name, battling it out. It's almost like an X-Men cover. It's just overall series was just a phenomenal um, series, and let me just tell you that I could not be more happier with this. The only problem we ever had is the inconsistency of the release dates on this book, but it just is awesome, and one of those things is that it leaves you hanging at the end. So there's got to be a part 3 to this because they just can't end it this way. I must say that Hit Girl, she is not worthy, man. She is one tough little cookie because she takes on, and I'm sorry for this bad image if it's too wide, just couldn't find a good image of her, but Mother Russia, she takes on this brute and she wins. So, oh my God, it was just an awesome issue. Awesome issue. So we're going to go through it, and I'm going to let you know right now that there's spoilers. So if you have not read this issue yet, wait to watch this video until afterwards, okay? But give me your thoughts on this if you guys have read this and what you think of it, and was this series good, and how are they going to compare it to the movie? Like, what is the second movie going to be like compared to this series? Because there's no way they can do the same thing. So, Kick-Ass, number 2, issue 7. In the very beginning here, we see the Justice Forever and Red Mist's group here. We can see them right away doing battle. And you can see that the book stays true. They're not superheroes. They're just kids. And it's just like kids fighting, And it's just saying, Kick-Ass is in the beginning. He's just saying, what are you talking about? You murdered my dad. He goes, so you murdered my dad too? And that's what Red Mist goes. Like, I can picture this. And then Dave goes, you raped my girlfriend, you asshole. And then he goes, she wasn't your girlfriend, Kick-Ass. She hardly even knew who you were. And he goes, and Red Mist goes, in fact, you've been stalking her since the 3rd grade. And and he's just like, drop dead. And he goes, what kind of pervert is you following around a girl since the 3rd grade? Shouldn't you be in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or something? And it's so funny. And it's just like, in the beginning of this issue, they're just pushing each other like a little bunch of girls. And Hit Girl goes, will someone just throw a punch or something? And here Mother Russia and Hit Girl are just staring down each other. And then finally Kick-Ass starts punching him. And Red Mist goes, well, what are you suckers, waiting for? Get busy. So now there's this whole brawl that just goes crazy. And then now we just come into this epic battle between Mother Russia and Hit Girl. And Hit Girl is just trying to give Mother Russia, everything she can. But it's like, for her, it's nothing. She swings, just dodges out of the way. And she just pops Hit Girl with, brass knuckles. And there's all kinds of brawls going out. The cops are coming out. And we can see that, we can see here that Mother Russia just continues to just pound Hit Girl, hit after hit. I mean, she's kneeing her in the jaw. She's just like snapping her swords, and Hit Girl's just sitting there going, "Fuck, man, what the hell?" And she's just getting raspy. She crashes through a store window, and Mother Russia is just sitting there, just saying stuff, and he goes, "What is he so damn afraid of?" Which is Red Mist, and he goes, "Can't believe he's so scared of a little girl like you." And he goes, "But he pays me good for wearing this costume, for murdering you, for doing this and that." And the next thing we see is that we see Hit Girl's friends are trying to hide, and she turns her head just for a little bit. So here's a big time spoiler, guys. She grabs a knife, and the next thing she stabs her right in the neck. And then she stabs her right in the gut. And then she stabs her in the back. And then she keeps stabbing her some more. And then she gets a freaking piece of wood or knife or whatever, and you just see her slicing her neck. Blah, 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 blah. And it's just like gushing out blood. And she tells her friends, "Relax, guys. I'm just making sure she's dead." Here's a killer page. Look at that page. I mean, and she just is holding her head. Oh my God, that is freaking crazy right there. I cannot get over that. That is just one page that I'll never forget in this series. And she's just sitting there going, "Thanks for the team up, guys." And she's like all screwed up and bloodied. She's like all gone to hell. Just freaking awesome. Meanwhile, this whole war is going on, and it's just chaos. And finally, Kick-Ass and Red Mist are just really going at it at each other, And then the police kind of interject right when Kick-Ass gets the advantage here. He's holding up, and here comes the riot squad with their shields and everything else. And it gives Red Mist an opportunity to escape. Red Mist is just getting desperate. He's hitting Dave with paint cans, doing anything he can. And Kick-Ass just keeps getting the advantage, and he kicks him in the balls right here, and he's like, "Oh man," he goes, "You're an asshole. You're a psycho." And Red Mist is just sitting there, just doing anything to get out of it, and he's sitting there going, 50 grand. I'll pay you 50 grand just to leave." And as the issue continues to go on, he just like, "Get real." And he goes, "Wait a second, Kick-Ass. Just wait, man." He goes, "I think you did something to my balls back there." And he does this cheat move, and he sits there and he grabs these nails and he throws them right in Kick-Ass's face. And then it's just like there's just an epic battle just keeps going, and he just is like, "Just fucking die." And then as the issue keeps going, Red Mist is falling off the building, and Dave's like, "Oh fuck, what did I just do?" And you can see over here that he just falls on the ground and his whole body is all mangled up. Kick-Ass thinks he's killed him, but he's not dead, believe it or not. He's just sitting there, and he goes, "Dave, I really need a hospital, man. I don't think it's as bad as it looks." And he's just all screwed up. He's like all bloodied up and just destroyed. And so he calls the police. The next thing we see is that they spotted Dave on the rooftop. They're like, "Oh, we gotta go get him." But Hit Girl is covering for him, and she takes a police car and she starts escaping, and she starts driving off. And so the cops are chasing after her, and basically Lieutenant here just is sitting there holding up his badge, and he goes, "Well, if she's a superhero, she's not going to kill a cop." And she's driving, she's like, "Move out of the way, prickhead," and doesn't move, and she just says shit. She swerves out of the way, she dodges the car and flips over, airbag goes off. Very detailed book. I mean, lots of action. This book just did not stop. It just kept on going. It kept your attention the whole way through. Just loved it. Absolutely tremendous. This series was so much better than the first one. They take Hit Girl in custody, and the next thing we see is that all these guys are coming in custody. Good guys, bad guys, and the thing, the people, the civilians are noticing that the good guys that saved everybody, you know, after the whole riot was over, all the good guys won over the bad guys, and the civilians are noticing that the good guys are getting arrested, and they say, "What are you arresting these guys? What's going on?" And they start cheering, and they start cheering for the good guys. Don't put them in jail. They saved us. It keeps going, and they're sitting there putting Hit Girl in the police car because they finally got her, so they're going to take her into custody. Next thing we see is we see Hit Girl's stepdad, and she's like, oh, he's like, just give me a second or give me 2 minutes. I want to talk to you. You know, let you know, you guys, what's going on. You know, and he's like, you knew about this the whole time that she had this psycho disease and this and that, and they wound up arresting the stepfather now as well. So, and basically Hit Girl is just getting into the truck, and it's, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your support. And she goes, it's been an honor to serve. And that's the last page. And I was like, that's it? I was expecting the issue to keep going, because there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there's like 8 more pages in here. And the next thing I find out is that, oh look, a preview for the next book, for another type of book, Secret Service #1. So I was like disappointed because it just ends. There's so many loose ends. So that means that there has to be a volume 3. I mean, that's the only bad thing I have to say about the book. 2 things bad. The release dates, and that it just ended like that. Red Mist, is he dead? Is he going to die? Hit Girl, is she going to be in jail? What's going to happen to her? Dave, if he's going to give up his superhero thing? Like, what's going to happen to all these characters? I mean, there's so much left on the table. And I hope there's one that comes out soon, but God knows, you know, it's just, there's so much unfinished business here. There could have been another issue or 2 or 3. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But guys, this is an excellent book. And once the trade comes out, if you guys have not read the trade or read any of these issues, you know, get the trade and read it all the way through. Read it, study it. It's a great, great series. The first volume was really good, but this second one was that much better. And you know what? I give it a 4 out of 5 just for the way it ended and for the release dates. Otherwise, it would have been a perfect series. But that is it. Mark Millar did a very good job with this book. And like I said, John Romita Jr. for Kick-Ass, I like his artwork for this title because it fits Kick-Ass tremendously. So very bloody, very gory, not for the kids. Keep it towards the 18 and overs because a lot of stuff goes on in this series. But definitely pick this up if you can. Okay, guys? So that is it from me. Another review completed for today. And this is Spider Slayer signing off. And I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Thanks. Bye.